Hey there. So, before I start the stream, I have a thing I want to read. Before I begin, there's two things I have to make absolutely clear. The first is that this statement is co-signed by every member of our system, not just me and Remy, but all of us, even the ones that don't get airtime. Second, if you are a person who believes that there is some kind of kayfabe to this stream or indeed our lives, this is us saying clearly and distinctly that this statement is not within it. This is not a part of tonight's entertainment. This is the X to hard can. We are aware that these streams get mirrored elsewhere. We're not quite sure where, and honestly, we sort of don't care. We can guess why, and the why is so that we can be mocked or vilified in a space where we are not capable of defending ourselves. We're also aware that it's not just the streams, that our phone and laptop were also visible to people who should not have been able to see it. We've alluded to it once or twice, but have not talked extensively about it before now. So that we are crystal on this, we do not want this. We did not sign up for this. If someone somewhere is making money off of us, we do not see a cent of it. We have not talked about it because, frankly, we were terrified. We changed phones multiple times, changed phone numbers, got a new PC, started using Linux, and nothing appeared to work. We reached out to people, ex-partners, people we considered close friends, our bio family, and every single time we were told, I don't know what you're talking about. So at this point, either we're having an extreme mental break and it's all in our head, or whatever is happening is big enough that it's too dangerous to talk openly about it. Why is a question that we find interesting. Nobody will talk to us directly about it, so we only have an educated guess. But we believe that misinformation and outright lies circulated about us, making people believe that we are some combination of hideous racists, sexual predators, or abusers of children. None of these things are true. While we were raised to be white and middle class with all the bias that comes stock with that, we have tried and continue to try, because it's not a one and done thing, actively to unlearn that harm. We do not have an extremely extensive sexual history, but any sexual contact we have has been with active consent. And while this is not your story to know, we have a history with underage sexuality that makes the concept uniquely distasteful to us. On the other hand, we've had shitty self-esteem our whole lives, and it's been hard to find the feeling that we didn't deserve this for some incredibly abstract reason. This is the place we've been for about the last year and change, under a surveillance mechanism that has been, by turns, overwhelmingly depressing, unbelievably infuriating, and soul-rendingly tedious. And then, a couple of weeks ago, some asshole on social media sent us a friend request with a Patrick Star avatar referencing something we had typed into our phone but never sent, which, one, confirmed that this was absolutely a thing that was happening to us. We have other reasons to believe that more concretely. And two, finally got the idea to penetrate into our heads that the surveillance mechanism is so big it cannot be talked about, and the surveillance mechanism can be used by dickheads to send us casual rage bait, are mutually exclusive ideas. We haven't talked about North Care yet, or Globe Life, or the OKC branch of the DSA, or the guy that we met in a parking lot who very confidently and correctly told us where our mom lived. We haven't talked about the way a lot of random people on the street or in the bus know way too much about us. That doesn't mean that we're not aware. We don't care at this point about whatever bad faith arguments keep all of this in place. We are done trying to act right. We are done trying to defend ourselves to people who will not actually engage with us. We are done trying to educate people about our life and point of view. The problem currently is that we've been surrounded by misinformation about the situation for so long that we actually don't know how to get out. And we need that information told to us directly and distinctly. If a trusted person said to us, hey, Free, here is what is happening, here is how you get out, we would pack our bags in a heartbeat. If it requires legal action, we will do that. We will do whatever is required to get out from underneath this, and for preference, raise whatever person, group, or mechanism is responsible for it to the fucking ground. This has been our statement. I will now start the music. I will do the usual stream intro, and I will attempt to enjoy some interactive narrative. Thank you.
Get stomped like a snake, lie down in the dirt, cling to my convictions, even when I get hurt. Be an upstanding, well-loved man about town. In your child's mind, that's how it goes down. But I tried the losing side. I don't want to die in here. I don't want to die in here. Drift down into the new dark light without any reservations. You found my breaking point. Congratulations. Spent too much of my life now trying to play fair. Throw my better self overboard, shoot at him when he comes up for air. Come unhinged, get revenge. I don't want to die in here. I don't want to die in here. Stay good under pressure for years and years and years and years. President of the fan club up there choking on his tears. Let all the trash rain down from way up in the rafters. I'm walking out of here in one piece. Don't care what comes after. Drive the wedge, torch the bridge. I don't want to die in here.
Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all those who do not feel represented by an oppressive gender binary, hello and welcome. I'm September, and it's Tuesday, and we're going to play a video game. The fact that I'm not going to reference this statement that I read prior to the music does not mean that it's not still true and in effect, still mad. But you can only remain mad for so long, and then you have to do stuff. So, I am going to just try to enjoy Paradigm Island, which is what we're playing. I sent in the Go Live post, and uh, I sort of alluded to it on Friday that I'm not quite sure what this game is going to be. We put it on our wish list like 3 months ago, and because it popped up in our uh, recommended queue on Steam, and it looked fun and interesting. It might. There's no reason to assume it wouldn't be, but it's sort of an unknown quantity for us. So we'll just see. It's been a while since we played something where we didn't have a pretty good idea of what it was going to be going in. One of the things that we do know it's going to be going in is a bit like Disco Elysium. Disco Elysium, I think, and we're starting to see that, I believe, is another game in the vein of Dark Souls where it's gonna have a lot to answer for by the time it's all over. We're watching a stream with another game that took obviously a lot of inspiration from Disco Elysium called Esoteric Ebb, which also looked interesting, but in a different way. This game, uh, here's the thing about it, I can't really do content warnings either. Um, or I suppose I can. The content warnings that the developer gives on Steam, because Steam store pages have a spot for developers to give like mature themes warnings, is that uh, it contains bloodless violence only described in text. So it seems a bit mismatchy to me that a game about mercenaries would not have any amount of blood in it, and I don't know quite what the context of that violence, so we're just gonna have to find that out together. Um, Content warnings for myself, which I suppose I can do. Um, I'm a strange person who sometimes makes weird sex jokes or speaks frankly about my trauma, and if that's not your vibe, that's okay. If that's something you find that you can uh, vibe with, then I'm happy you're here. And let's see how it goes. Let's go to the live and pick up Paradigm Island. I'm still very happy with the goofy ass little PNG tuber down there. It was a good decision, made with Untony from Endall Entertainments and apparently IGDA Finland. I'm not certain what that is. I'm enjoying this music. Let's pick up a new game. Uh, Here we have a photograph of a family with flames reflected in it. It is stomped on by, apparently, soldiers going through a city which is burning. Wasn't a military target, huh? A soldier takes off a helmet with a pensive look. Finds a baby in a shack next to their quite probably deceased mother. Want me to get rid of it? No, we're taking this one with us. We'll call him Mike. A group of 5 mercenaries, yourself included, sit cramped at the back of the aircraft, all waiting in silence. All eyes shift to Roland, the group's leader, as he ends his phone call. Let's discuss Mike, who you can tell me he's a mercenary, and I believe you. But he does look like a lot of kids that I knew in high school, wearing cargo pants, chain on the belt, a t-shirt with some sort of band logo in metal band lettering, and what's either a backpack or the fact that we're in a plane might be a parachute. Brown skin, short hair, and several piercings along the right ear. Roland slips the phone back into his pocket and raises his hands in a gesture of apology. Another mercenary, a man named Elliot, sits up. I like the comic book style of the text boxes and the continue button. Elliot, who has a cyber arm and a whole bunch of grenades. Let me guess, the party's been postponed. Roland, this is the man who found Mike in the previous scene with an eye patch, 2 guns under his armpits in holsters, and a heart tattoo on his neck. Yeah, we'll make a quick detour before celebrating. Is that a comma? Yeah, we'll make a quick detour before celebrating, Mike. An oil rig nearby went dark yesterday, and since we're close, we were asked to check it out. Rose, usually the first to voice her frustration, lets out a sigh. I like Rose, but I would. Tattoos, up one arm, fingerless gloves, similarly cargo pants, and a walkie-talkie. Really, man? A gig on Mike's birthday of all days? We don't even have our gear with us. No rifles, no helmets, no nothing. Won't be any need for rifles or helmets. All we have to do is check the place. Even Renee, who often just goes along with whatever he's told, speaks up. So much for the day off, then? We have to take this? So, like, picture the perfect marriage between, I was about to say Gerard Depardieu, and I don't mean that. What the fuck is his name? He was in Onimusha. In Mission Impossible. I don't know, slightly more like what if Otacon had a really shitty beard and a snake tattoo because he and Snake got matching snake tattoos. It's easy money. That's the kind of money I like best, as should you. I'll be sipping martinis by sunset. You know what this means, Mike? This is a skill check. The number 3 indicates what you have to throw in order to succeed. We can try to know what it means by doing that roll, or just say we don't care. What does it mean? We have rolled a 5. Love the drum roll. Now that you come of age, you know you're finally allowed to join the gig. I think we got a stat up in there. Can I can come along? I get to shoot at stuff, or you tell me. Do we want to be excited about shooting things? I can come along? Bingo, that's exactly right. Cool, right? Awesome. Do I have to? I don't know, or that's the opposite of cool. How hype is Mike to be a mercenary? And further, how hype is Mike to be a mercenary on his birthday? I don't know. Oh, come on now, it'll be fun. You ever been on an oil rig, have you now? You know I haven't. Sure I have, plenty of times. No, will it be dangerous? Or I haven't, and I like to keep it that way. No, will it be dangerous? What, dangerous? No. I bet it's just a malfunction in the communication systems or something boring like that. The last time you said that, Elliot came back one arm short. No, it was different, you know that. Besides, he's got a new one. That's why we got insurance. Am I right or am I right, Elliot? The arm could use some maintenance soon. I like to keep my arms as they are, or do I get to choose the color for my new arm if it comes to that? Do I get to choose the color for my new arm if it comes to that? You're not gonna lose a goddamn finger, you hear me? Don't listen to these buffoons, Mike. This will be a walk in the park, trust me. If you say so, yeah, we're surrounded by a bunch of sissies, or of course. Let's go, of course. This is apparently our father figure, so. Right. Hey, Spike! The sixth member of the group, Spike, who's flying the aircraft, shouts back from the cockpit. Spike being in a tactical turtleneck, green pants, and red Amish beard. Yeah, I got the coordinates. We're landing in 10. Alright, listen up. Once we land, we spread out, we search the place through and through. If we can't find any workers, try to find the surveillance tapes. Oh, and Mike, you go with Renee. I'll show you the ropes, okay? Okay. Booyah, nod, aye, Captain, affirmative. I like aye, Captain. Eesh, a nod would have done fine. Get yourselves ready. Tooltip. Highlight objects by holding. Am I going okay? Yeah, it's fine. Highlight objects by holding right mouse button or R2. Oh, I could probably use the controller then, but I'm not going to. Let's point and click. Well, okay, so there's a noun robot over here, and I obviously have to inspect that first. The robot lay sprawled on the ground, lifeless and inert, as if abandoned mid-task. And look at that. What do you think happened to this guy? Neat, they got robots here, or let's carry on. Neat, they got robots here. Sure looks like it. I wonder if any of them still work. You know what these kind of robots are used for? They could be used for anything, really. Lifting heavy objects, surveilling, calculating things, you name it. Why don't we have robots working for us? International laws don't allow combat robots either. Stupid laws. Yeah, right. Let's see if we can find some actual people in here, okay? What exactly are we supposed to do again? And concentrate on the brief. Let's just leave. We were listening. So, says Renee, you're a big bad mercenary now. Excited? Of course I am. Can't say that I am. Should I be? Of course I am. Right, just hear me out. It might not be what you're expecting. What do you mean? Life of Merc's tough. It's not just going all Rambo on some baddies. There's more that comes with it. I wasn't expecting it to be just that. Well, that's good. Anyway, let's get this over with. How about you lead the way? It's your birthday, after all. Alright, watch my back. So, it's not the first time, and it's probably not going to be the last time I say, kind of like Disco Elysium, we have a wide angle, sort of 3/4 view from above of an oil rig. But an oil rig that's sort of scattered about with human touches. There's crates and pallets and barrels and shit, but there's also a little table with a sun umbrella and deck chairs. Oh, you have an unused skill point. Spend it by opening your skills from the bottom right corner, where this brain icon is flashing. Leveling up skills increases the chance of success at skill checks. We have one usable skill point. Our skills are broken up into mind, body, and soul. Under mind, we have introspection, extrospection, which the existence of an introspection does indeed imply reasoning and book smarts. If we click on these, is that okay? That's not dedicating the level up. We can just see what the thing does. Introspection, examining and reflecting on one's own thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Extrospection, which has so many of those sounds in it. Observing and focusing on external stimuli, including the environment, people, and events. Reasoning, the process of using logical thinking and evidence to form conclusions or make decisions. Or book smarts, one's knowledge and intellectual abilities gained through formal education, reading, and academic pursuits. Under body, we have strength, the measure of one's physical prowess. Welcome to the gun show. Confidence, certainty in one's abilities, and the positive, self-assured demeanor. Coordination, harmonious functioning of various body parts and systems to execute perfectly controlled and purposeful movements. And poker face, one's ability to maintain a stoic and unreadable expression, especially in high-stakes situations. Under soul, we have vibes, one's ability to sense or understand the emotional atmosphere or energy in a given situation. Mediumship, one's skill to receive visions, prophecies, or insights from the spirit world, providing guidance or forewarning. Creativity, one's ability to generate novel and valuable ideas or solutions, often involving the combination of existing concepts in unique ways. And compassion, one's capacity to feel and show empathy, kindness, and concern for the well-being of others. We also have an inventory which does contain a gun. Let's do the skill thing first before I get deep into all the rest of this. And fuck do we want to put it towards? Let's go with coordination. Yeah, so in our inventory we have a pistol. Mike's brand new 45 caliber pea shooter. And we have a journal where we can look at our quest, but we just have the one. Let's follow the adventure line here to see if we can't get into this door. As you place your hand on the door handle, Renee grabs your shoulder. Rose and Elliot went this way. We should check the other side. Right, right. Come on, let's go. And we leave. Spike, shouldn't you be searching the rig? Shouldn't you be searching the rig? I'm getting to it. I just wanted to know what you think happened here. Shouldn't you be searching the rig? I don't feel like it. Besides, we got a new eager beaver on board to do it. It's you. It's just this would be done much faster if everyone was doing their part, you know? Yeah, it'd be done faster if you was doing your job instead of yapping your mouth to me. I'm getting to it. You better get to it then. Your boss must not take kindly to you avoiding work here. I'm not avoiding work, you're avoiding work. That's right, I am. That's a job for an eager beaver like you. A real merc don't go running around looking for missing people. I'm not a beaver. Oh, that's right. He's a pup, barking orders and running in circles. I'm not a pup either. Yeah, he's a pup, all right. I'll bark and no. I tried to not give Spike an Irish accent, but the dialogue's doing it. I'm just gonna go with it. He is a pup, all right. I'll bark and no bite. Run along now. Screw this. Leave. Let's head down these stairs where there is a hot steam blocking one of the pathways. We cannot just walk through it, so let's go around this other way and go further down. Renee behind us. I bet there's a way to turn that steam off. Lifeboats are still in place. And an active robot lying still and silent. Its head has come off. That's weird, I must say. The head's loose. We should take it. What? Why? It could be worth money. I don't think we should be stealing stuff from here. We're working for the oil company after all. It's their property. It's broken anyway. I'm just gonna take it. I'm not gonna stop you. You pick up the head and stuff it in your backpack. That's great. Should we keep going then? Where do you think the workers are? Maybe they just took off. I wouldn't blame them. We've been here for what, 10 minutes and I'm already bummed out. I mean, you seemed pretty bummed out before we got here. Yeah, I guess you're right. It's just one of those days where you don't want to wake up, where everything is shit and everybody sucks. I'll be fine. We could roll a compassion roll. It's 7, so we roll 2, I didn't really mention it when we did the other roll, 2 6-sided die. 7 is the median of the probability space of 2 dice rolls, or a roll of 2 6-sided die, rather. We didn't put any points to compassion, but it's a 50-50 shot, and when are we going to be here again? Hey, 7. His size per minute rate has gone up from the usual 1 to an alarming 3. There's also more eye rolling involved than what you have grown accustomed to. Something's eating him up. You've noticed it already on the way here. I mean, there's more to it, isn't it? What's eating you up? Alright, fine. It's just us working for this oil company doesn't sit right with me. No, I hear you. All the effort to bring this stuff out here and no one's using it. It makes me sad too. Or who should we be working for them? I hear you. All the effort to bring this stuff out here and no one's using it makes me sad too. It's not that. It's... Look, these kinds of megacorps are like vampires sucking the life out of this land. Being on their payroll feels like being on the wrong side of history. You know what I mean? Oh. Damn. Yeah. Look, it doesn't matter. Let's just check the rest of the rig so we can get out of here. Yeah, let's. You approach the pipe over here and notice a socket along its length. The circular opening looks like it should connect to something. What should it connect to? Roll the reasoning dice and come up well above our threshold of 6. You examine the socket carefully, assessing its shape and size. After focusing for a moment, it dawns on you. It requires a specific valve to operate. We could try a strength roll of 10 to turn it by hand. I don't know, Mike looks a little wiry for that, but, you know, maybe it's very deceptive strength. No, roll the 4. You grip the socket and try to turn it by hand, but it's too tight. Despite your best efforts, it doesn't budge. Alright. That's fine. I'm sure there's a valve around here somewhere. Hang on, we have something in our inventory. Oh, right, the robot head. Detached robot head. Its lifeless eyes convey no emotion. To be or not to be, that is the question. Wonderful. There's no one on the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. So there was a little catwalk separating 2 of the oil rig platforms. And about halfway across it, the world crashed. And now we are standing on some sort of railroad tracks surrounded by street signs. There was dialogue in there, but it went by too quick for me to parse it. So go over here to this platform where a red humanoid figure is doing little leg kickies as it sits on a broken vending machine. You're cool, ghost, whatever the fuck you are. Pink with some sort of like fucking design on their chest and stomach that looks as though they've kind of been shot through the middle bit. Oh, look what the cat dragged in. What's going on? Shush, you hear that? Hear what? The feel-good train. It should be here any time now. Feel-good train sounds nice. It sure does, doesn't it? It's taking you to your glorious future as a notorious mercenary. Right on. I'm not even sure if I want to be a mercenary. I don't want to be notorious. I want to be liked. Let's go with that third. I don't want to be notorious. I want to be liked. Oh, why be liked when you can be feared? Why would I want to be feared? For power and admiration, of course. Nah. Whatever. So, anyway, why are you here? I was hoping you'd tell me? Oh, I'm in the dark here. I mean, also, figuratively, my best guess is something... My best guess is someone or something fucking with the planes. Fucking with the what? With the planes. Planes of existence? I'm sure it doesn't make much sense to you right now. But it might in the future. Was there anything else? Who are you, exactly? I'm the go-getter, the high flyer. When something needs doing, you come to me. Okay. What is this place? It's like an inner sanctum, if sanctums could shift shape. Nothing stays still here, so defining it's tricky. How do I get out of here? Oh, I've got no idea. Go ask that guy on the bench. I'm more of a feel guy than a know guy. So he's the know guy? Oh, decide for yourself what kind of guy he is. Alright, I'll ask him then. In blue, another humanoid figure with sort of squigglies coming out of the eyes and another design on the chest that sort of looks like a supernova. Or what I imagine a supernova to look like in abstract terms, not the way a supernova looks. Do we know what a supernova looks like? I'm not going to look that up right now. Although I really want to. I lied, I'm going to look it up. What a supernova looks like. They found that the supernova starts off shaped more like an olive. That's honestly kind of rad as shit. Hang on. Do we have real footage of a supernova? Sign in to confirm you're not a bot. Listen, signing in isn't going to confirm that I'm not a bot.
Welcome back to CBS 19 News at 5. For the first time, scientists are showing.
Astronomers say you're seeing the start of a supernova as it breaks through the dying star's surface. Using the European Southern Observatory's Very Large Telescope, yes, that's its real name, researchers spotted a star 22 million light years away,
Let's... That is wild as hell. This is from 4 months ago. Right, so it doesn't look like this, obviously, the massive bubble forming inside a cloud that then turns into a huge explosion, you know, like a supernova might. Instead, it just sort of looks like whirls of light. Lost your train of thought? Yeah, I was busy thinking about supernovas. The other guy told me you know how to get out of here. Oh, he likes to tell all kinds of things. I bet he also told you his view on this new job of yours. He did, yeah. He said I'm gonna have a glorious future as a notorious mercenary. Of course he did. About that, we should maybe drop the notorious, okay? It might sound cool, but the reality of it can be really different. I didn't say it sounds cool. I don't even know if I want to be a mercenary. Well, that's indeed something you should think real hard about before deciding on it. I'll give it some thought, okay? I'm glad to hear that. Is there anything else you'd like to chat about? How do I get out of here? Oh, no idea. The guy standing next to that railing could know. The previous guy told me you would know. Oh, I'm sure he did. Alright, I'll go ask him then. This one is yellow with sort of digitized, sort of pixely eyeball trails. It seems like you got sidetracked. I really had it with the train puns. Sorry, I couldn't help it. What can I do for you? I bet you have something to say about my new job. I do, actually. How did you know? The other two were very vocal about that particular issue. Well, becoming a mercenary involves engaging in armed conflict for financial gain, which raises significant moral concerns. Not in it for the financial gain, just the thrill. That's what I've been thinking too. Someone's do it, might as well be me. Actually, just tell me how I can get out of here. That's what I've been thinking too. There's a bunch of other occupations you could pursue, ones where you could do some good. Like what? This mercenary stuff is pretty much all I've seen. Humanitarian aid or conflict resolution, just to name a few examples. I'll consider it. I'm glad to hear that. Is there anything else I can do for you? Who are you? I'm the judge. Okay, and what are you a judge of? You. My job is to aid you in decision-making and behavior based on ethical considerations. I don't need help on that department, thank you very much. I'll have to disagree on that. Sure, how do I leave this place? How would I know? The other guy told me you would. Ah, of course. It seems I've been put into a spot. Let's think. Have you tried that tunnel? There's a large lit tunnel at the end of the track. That's supposed to take me back where I came from? Or there's some levitating planks blocking the way. I feel like you fulfilled the purpose of you being brought here. Maybe you'll be allowed to leave now. Allowed to leave by whom? I don't know. That's just the vibe I got. Unless you managed to enter here of your own will. Alright, so let me get this straight. Something brought me here, but none of you three had anything to do with it. Like I said, just a vibe, though I doubt any of us have that kind of authority. You guys living here don't seem to know much about anything. Our expertise lies more on the feelings side. Okay, well, fine then. The levitating planks indeed fall down, and we're back on the catwalk. Renee appears to be worried about us. Hey Mike, you okay? You look like you've seen a ghost. In fact, I saw 3. Okay. You want to know what they had to say? No. Can we keep going now? We can just say fine and leave, or we can just hand him the explanation anyway. I was at a train station and I talked to these 3 mystical figures, and then I walked into a tunnel and I was back here. Mike, what is this? Are you doing a bit? Yeah, just trying to lighten up your mood. Did I ask you to? You're such a bore. Yeah, that's fine with me. Let's keep going. I'm gonna go into the settings real quick. Tinker around, you nerd. Listen, you didn't have to call me out in this way. We're gonna turn the quality level down to from ultra high to just high. Because it's struggling just a little bit, the visuals, and that's almost certainly a fault of the, not a fault, but a consequence of playing it on the laptop, which is not the most powerful beast ever pressed into silicon. There is a door. The door is locked. Above the handle, a sleek card reader glows faintly in the metal frame. Confidence and strength of 10, we can kick in the door, or a mediumship of 11. open sesame or just leave. Let's try to open it with spirit powers, I guess. Nope. 5 instead. Nothing happens. I must have said it wrong. Right. How about we try finding a key card then? Or we could kick the door. Except that we can't because it's 8. You slam your foot into the door with everything you've got, but it holds firm. The pain hits hard and tears begin to sting your eyes. We can engage our poker face to fight the tears and presumably look cool in front of Renee, or we can just let it all out and go, "Ah, dang, ah, my foot." Let's try and poker face. Hey, we did succeed at that. With great effort, you suck the tears back. Okay. With great effort, you suck the tears back into your skull. The pain lingers, but no one could read it on your face. It was worth a try. Now that we've tried that, let's go find a key card. Alright. Hang on. Oh, we have a skill point to put in here. What do we want to put our skill point into? I don't know, I think we've just proven that we have a good poker face, so let's level up poker face. Still... ooh, okay, I'm gonna see this way down to where the lifeboats are. An island cuts across the horizon ahead, its silhouette stark against the sky. I did not read the rest of that pop-up dialogue in time. Let's go back to settings real quick and see if there's a way to extend that timer. Yes, there is. No, there's not. So there's a series of text settings, language, text speed, text scale, but I can't actually click on any of those. They're grayed out. So I'm gonna have to remember to be faster whenever I see pop-up explainer text like that. What's over this way? Because now we're looking for a key card, and it just plain old don't know where we would find one. I didn't miss anything on the other side of that, on the other side of that bridge where the door was, right? It was just like the one space to go in, and that space had a locked door and very little else. Oh, yeah, okay, I can't get down to where all that is. Hang on. Can I click on this thing here, the emergency box with the glass? No, apparently not. What about you, Spike? I was kind of hoping that you might have found a key card, but no. As long as we're in here. I just want to know what you think happened here. Oh, won't tell you like doesn't mean I'm telling you. Oh, here you go, pup. Alright. Oop, hang on. There's a thing on the floor. Nope, that's, that was the... That was the circle that showed where I was going to from the point and click. I want to go back through that dialogue. Hey, Roland. Your bosses didn't give you a key card, did they? Mikey, let's not just stand around, okay? I mean, the place seems empty. I was hoping to see some action. Full of piss and vinegar, just like I was at your age. Hey, who knows what you two will find out then when you get to searching the place. What do you reckon went down here? I can't say what went and which way yet. Let's just see what we can find, okay? I mean, if you had to guess. Ah, shit. If I had to guess, I'd say kidnapping. It happens pretty frequently around here. Usually it's ship crews getting snatched, though. An oil rig's a lot harder to breach. Who could be behind it? It could be just about anyone. Pirates, they would call them, I guess. How'd you know it's pirates? When you kidnap someone at sea, you're generally called a pirate. But we can't be sure it's pirates, right? Yeah. Everything else on your mind? No. Just sort of hovering my mouse over things. To see if anything's popping up as interactable. That door is, but we can't go through it. That's where, the other two members of the DK crew went. Oh, golly. Here's the valve for the steam pipe. Let's go ahead and put that in there, and then we can get in the thing. You approach the pipe and notice the socket on its length. Let's test the valve in the socket. You shove the valve into the socket and it clicks into place. Turn the valve. You turn the valve and with a creak, the steam starts to slow down. Great, now we can get into that room that was blocked by the steam. You're cute. So, so it's an interior room. It's obviously the sort of sleeping quarters because there's a bunch of bunk beds in the back. I am just gonna go ahead and note that the sort of living area part of the building that we're in right now has a floor of black and white zigzag patterns and red curtains along one wall. Like the Black Lodge from Twin Peaks. Because, like, yeah, why wouldn't you? What can we fuck around with in here? There's a radio. You push the play button on the radio and a song starts playing. We got lyrics and everything. A note stapled to some lockers. Not stapled, presumably it's just taped. It'd be weird to staple into a metal locker. I guess you could. Hey Ming, when you read this, come to the surveillance room. Since you're good with computers, you can help me with, well, you know what. Josh. There is a jacket hanging on the wall. A work jacket has been left behind with a name tag stitched onto it that reads Ming. Go through the pockets. You go through the pockets and find a key card. Absolutely, we will take that key card. You put the key card in your pocket. Let's go try that on that door on the other side of the bridge. Let's. Oh, hey, it's you. You're just gonna be here now. So, the pink one from the other place. Who needs key cards with muscles like that? What? What? Didn't you see that? See what? There was this red guy in the... Are you having a stroke? I don't think so. Alright, well, shall we continue then? Leave. There's not a lot else that we can putz around with back here, although there is a TV. Oh, and a newspaper? From the Insight Weekly, since 2024. Oh, we have a date. Well, I was about to say this game takes place in. We can't be sure that this is like today's paper, but the paper is dated to March 7th of 2083. Another cargo vessel hijacked by pirates. Crew held for ransom. No, I'm sorry, I need to be doing a voice for this, don't I? Another cargo vessel hijacked by pirates. Why is this the voice of a newspaper night in 2083? The far future of 2083? Don't worry about it. Crew held for ransom as negotiations continue. In a recent incident, yet another cargo ship has been seized by pirates in international waters. The ship's crew is being held for ransom, according to growing concerns over maritime security. Negotiations are reportedly underway as authorities work to ensure the safe release of the crew. Experts are calling for increased international cooperation and increased security measures to combat the rising threat of piracy. Other headlines: Mysterious case of sudden human combustion shocks community. In a bizarre and terrifying incident, a 58-year-old man was discovered burned to death inside his apartment under circumstances authorities are struggling to explain. The man, identified as Thomas Greer, was found almost entirely reduced to ash, while nearby objects in the room remained largely untouched by the flames. And also, island's way of life in danger as fishing stocks collapse. The once thriving fishing village of Harakoa, Harakoa, Harakoa Island is now a shadow of its former self. Nestled in the Pacific Ocean, this remote community has depended on the years. Nestled in the Pacific Ocean, this remote community has depended on the sea for generations, with fishing at the heart of its economy. But as fish stocks in surrounding waters have steadily diminished, the island's way of life is in danger. And apparently this newspaper costs one... I don't know if this is a real currency symbol. I don't think it is. It's a capital letter N with two lines through the center. I'm going to call them Neurobucks until I am contradicted. Holy shit, that sucks. Oh, wait, hang on. Is that Celsius and fucking centigrade? Hang on. Did I say Celsius and centigrade? I definitely meant Fahrenheit. Ooh, no, it's not. It isn't. So, charitably assuming this is in Fahrenheit, because I'm pretty sure 80 degrees Celsius is murder on a human body, straight up and down. It's the high is 80 degrees and the low is 37. We get some wild temperature shifts here in Oklahoma. The fucking a 53-degree swing or 43 degree swing is fucking awful. Oh, hang on. Let's look at that key card in the inventory real quick before we use it up. Key card. A key card used to open doors. Good, I'm glad we did that. I mean, like, what if it was used to open other stuff? Hi, Freya. Oh, that's interesting. I saw you post, and then the TV clicked off, the thing that I used for monitoring OBS and that. So I am aware you're there, but I cannot currently see you. Hmm. Huh, wild. Okay. Give me just a moment. I have brought the stream chat up on my phone so I can see you again. Hello. Hope you're having a good day. We're apparently on a haunted oil rig to catch you up. This is Mike. They're a junior mercenary with their surrogate father's company, and everyone on the oil rig has disappeared. And we're trying to figure out why. Oop. Okay. Hi, Fib. So this is some sort of tech room, electronic room, computer room. There's a bunch of monitors in one corner that are all showing static. There's some kind of server rack, and these lockers. It's a metal drawer. Okay, they're not lockers, it's a metal drawer. The game told us so. With a house plant placed atop it. I mean, let's go through the drawers. We're here. That's what we're here to do. You rummage through the drawers. It's mostly mundane documents. However, there is a pill bottle lying there. Surveillance room, maybe. Yeah, that. You take the pill bottle. You found drugs. Great. Now you just gotta take them. We are being, helped, for a broad value of the term, by the spirits of, I believe, mind, body, and soul. Uh, you found drugs. Great. Now you just gotta take them. Get out of my head. We'll see. Or finally. We'll see. Oh, you're such a wuss. I'll see you later then. I'm cozy in my nightgown and filling my belly. I'm glad to hear it. What are you and your belly enjoying? Inspect the plant. It is, in fact, a plastic one. Someone has watered it regardless. There's water in the flower pot. Who has watered you? The plant doesn't answer. I guess I shouldn't expect it to. Although, on the other hand, I apparently have these fucking force ghosts trying to tell me what I should do with my life, so. What's up with the computers? You step up to the computers. All of the screens are awash with white noise. These computers must have been used for viewing the surveillance cameras. I'll see if I can get access to them. Alright, go ahead. He cracks his knuckles and mutters something under his breath, then starts typing like he's done this 100 times before. The white noise fades, revealing a wallpaper displaying the Well Corp logo. Renee makes a couple of clicks and starts smiling to himself. What's so funny? Whoever deleted the surveillance tapes forgot to empty the trash bin. Rookie mistake. With a click of the mouse, the surveillance tapes begin to play at high speed. Renee squints, scanning for anomalies. After a while, he abruptly hits the spacebar to stop the tape. Now, would you look at that? The footage shows oil rig workers walking in a line off camera and then disappearing. After that, it's just footage of the empty rig. That was it? What do you mean, that was it? Did you watch the tape or what? What do you make of it? It's not much to go on. The lifeboats were in place, so I think someone came to pick them up, unless they all jumped off the edge. Play it again. Renee rewinds the tape, stops at the same spot as before and hits play. The grainy footage stutters, then comes back to life. Once again, the workers walk off screen. We can roll it's such a hard one to say. Extrospection and vibes. 6. Focus on the worker's body language. That's better than a chicken nugget. Please, I just want to see my wife again. Focus on the worker's body language. Oh, that's not going to do it. No. Roll to 4. Unfortunate. The footage is grainy and shot from too far away to make out any details. Alright, well, let's check that robot out before we get out of here. There's a reel-to-reel. The tape machine rolls on empty. There's a server rack. Server cabinets have been left on. And there is indeed one of the big hulking robots down here. With Z's coming off of it, so it's probably just sleepy. The robot seems to be in some kind of sleep mode. Tap the robot gently. Ah! Ah! We have coordination and can shoot the robot with our with our 45 that we have, I'm going to choose not to do that and just scream back. Ah! Wait, why are you screaming? You startled me. That was my battle cry. Or scream if I goddamn please. I'm the king of this jungle. You startled me. Oh, sorry. Who are you, might I ask? We're mercenaries sent here to check if we can find traces of the workers. I'm Mike. Nice to meet you. This is Renee. Or, I'm the one asking questions here, okay? Who are you? I'm Mike. Nice to meet you. This is Renee. Nice to meet you, too. My name is... I can't remember. Sorry. I think its memory has been cleaned. Maybe you could give me a name. Feels kind of weird to not have one. Creativity of 6. Come up with a name or you'll have to do without. Let's try. Wow. That barely rolled. Got a 4, unfortunately, under the threshold. You let your mind drift to the meadows of your imagination, where names bloom like wildflowers, some familiar, others strange. One name stands out, feeling both new and timeless, as if it had always been there, waiting for you to choose it. It shall be Piss Potty 5000. The robots whose dialogue is also saying their name is Piss Potty 5000. I am going to be shortening that to P5K from now on. That will have to do. Thanks, I guess. I hate to interrupt your chatting, but we've got a job to do. Let's see if I can access its hard drive. Maybe there's something that can help us. Please, be gentle. Renee taps the robot and a panel opens from its chest. He frowns as his eyes trace the code appearing on the screen and then shakes his head. No, it's pretty much wiped clean. Unlike the computers, there's nothing to salvage here. Kind of suspicious. When did you become so proficient with robots? Don't you envy it a little bit? Kind of suspicious, don't you think? Yeah, someone doesn't want us to know what happened here. This is getting interesting. Now, don't get too excited. It's likely we'll never get to know what happened here. But I'm already too excited. That's a you problem. I'll turn off this robot. Let's check those computers. Sure. Tap here, and good night. Let's head back to the helipad. Alright. We got some experience in there. Door leading back outside. Let's double check just to make sure I didn't miss anything. I don't think I did. There's that, there's that, there's that. There's all the things. Go outside. I hope you're having a good day as well, Fib. You are not in any way obliged to share. It's just, I hope this for you. Just a quick zoom over to the helicopter to remind us where the helicopter is. Must we run everywhere? I mean, no, you can walk. Oh, shit, what was your name? Rose? Yeah. You boys sure took your time. You saw the aircraft from where you came from, right? Yeah, what happened? We checked the lower level with Elliot, came back up, saw the bird blowing smoke. Roland looked pissed, so I figured I'd give him time to cool off before asking what happened. Why are you on this side of the rig? Yeah, just looking around. This is the first time on an oil rig for me too, you know? Are you liking it so far? Yeah, a bit eerie. Could be because it's empty. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Maybe we should go ask Roland what happened. I want to know if we're stuck here for good. Let's go then, or hold your horses, partner. I'm having a chat with the lady here. Wink at him. Maybe hold on to your horses. Either Renee doesn't notice you winking at him, or doesn't acknowledge it on purpose. You're shooting shots in the wrong direction, Romeo. Renee is right, we should go. I'm coming with you. Alright, let's go then. Back up to the helicopter. I didn't notice that the helicopter was apparently on fire, but apparently the helicopter is on fire. Yep. Thoroughly smoking. Hey, you're back. Maybe you noticed already, but the aircraft's busted. One of the engines broke down when we tried to start it. Seems like we're gonna be stuck here for some time. Great. I told you that piece of shit needed maintenance. So, what now? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'll probably have to call someone to bring us a spare part, but it'll take a while for anyone to get out here. I spotted an island not far to the north, looked inhabited. I don't think anyone's gonna mind if I borrow one of the lifeboats and go grab some smokes. I'm almost out. You sure? That's a hell of a drop for smokes. I take a drop twice as high for smokes. Suit yourself. Just keep your phone where you can hear it. I don't want to be stuck waiting in case I do manage to get someone to bring us the spare part. Sure. I'll ask around for the part on the island. Maybe we'll get lucky. Yeah, I doubt it. Couldn't hurt though. Want me to bring anything? I'm good. Or cigarettes for me as well? No. No, Mike. It is not good to smoke. You are young and your lungs are still okay. I'm good. Bring me a pack of cigs and a case of beer. And take it easy on the booze while you're there, you hear me? No bar crawls this time. I'll be back as soon as I get what I need. See you later. Oop. A number of hours pass, but Renee still hasn't come back. It is now near to dusk. You can tell from the quality of the light. Mike, I want you to take the other lifeboat to that island and bring Renee back. I could really use that pack of smokes right now. I can't believe there isn't a single fucking cigarette on this oil rig. Hey, my brain is just caught up to what you said. So, you realize that on the oil rig being full of unbelievably flammable crude petrol, maybe cigarettes aren't the best thing to have in that instance. Just maybe sort of open flames in general should be avoided on the oil rig, so that there's not a massive explosion. Yeah, sure. Yeah, good lad. I'm gonna kick his ass when he gets back here. You tell him that, will you? I will. Alright, come back as soon as you find Renee. How about my pay? I don't have any cash on me. Let's talk about that later, okay? See you later then. We got some stuff. What's in our inventory? Oh, a bottle of pills, right. Inspect the pills. The bottle is half empty. Or we can click the button that just says pop a pill, baby. So, So here's the thing about pills. Don't. So you do you. And this is not a moral judgment, but you should know what you're taking and probably how it will affect you. Oh. You just passed me by without even saying hi. I'm sorry, Rose. I'm sorry, I didn't notice you there. I was busy wondering what kind of pills these were in the generically labeled pill bottle. You shouldn't just take a pill without knowing what it is. Overheard you chatting up back there. Heading out to fetch Renee back then? Yeah, you want to come with me? There's room in the lifeboat. I'm not stepping in one of those floating coffins, thank you very much. It's not a coffin, it's a lifeboat. It's made to be safe. I don't really care. It's all now. It'll be like that then. Anything else? This is the first time Renee has gone missing? Nah, actually I spent a whole day looking for him back in Vandrellis a few years ago. Found him in a motel room cozy as can be between two working girls. Hope it's nothing more serious this time around. I'm sure it's fine, he can take care of himself. If you say so. Anything else? Was there anything else on that, like, top level list? A couple. Doesn't it bother you that we don't know what happened to the workers? I mean, it does a bit, yeah. That's part of the job, though. We drop in, we do what we're paid to do, and we leave. You better not trouble yourself with it. It troubles me nonetheless. Oh, what can I say? It gets easier with time. Or you just grow numb to it? I don't know. That sounds depressing in its own right. Yeah, it does now that I've said it a lot. Damn. Alright, I'll get going. I think that we will get on the lifeboat, and then I'll go on break. Oh, hang on. Elliot is over here with his cyber arm. Nice evening, huh? Where are you headed? Roland sent me to fetch Renee back. He did? Yeah, better make haste then. There's not much light left. It's gonna be hard looking for him after it gets dark. Want to join? Thanks, but no thanks. I'm enjoying my peace and quiet here. You could have your peace with me, and I could have company. It's a win-win, right? I really doubt that, no offense. What's that supposed to mean? It's just you can be quite the babbler at times, no offense. This is, you can't just say no offense to everything. Eventually, it's just, like, you just have to own up to the fact that you're giving offense. What's wrong with talking? Oh, nothing unless you're trying to enjoy some peace and quiet. Okay, you can read between the lines. You should probably head out now. The light's fading. I'd also like to continue enjoying the scenery. I'll leave you to it then. Hang on. Fucking Spike's over here too. Pops and Chilfa. That's some real mercenary work right there. You just here to mock me? You know, the last time Renee went missing like this, Roland sent Rose after the bastard and they both came back half dead. Really? What happened? I'd had one drink too many and riled up the wrong folks at a poker table. Local whores hit him, out of pity, I'm sure. Rose busted him out and got a bullet in the leg for her trouble. I think you're supposed to call them prostitutes. Call them whatever, doesn't matter none to me. Should. Point is, he's likely got himself into some shit, and you're gonna get dragged in with him. All Rose said was that she found him sandwiched between a couple of working girls. Hey, she probably left out the scary bit so you wouldn't piss yourself. Or you just made all that up to fuck with me. And don't believe me. Ask Renee when you find him. If you find him. We'll be back before nightfall, you'll see. No, I for one bet this is the last I'll ever see, Asarias. Won't take long to find out since start of the evening. Alright. Not that lifeboat apparently. No, because that's the one Renee took. It's empty in its berth. The only remaining lifeboat sways gently over the dark sea below. Let's get in. You climb into the lifeboat and strap yourself into the seat behind the steering wheel. Take off. Ah, take off, you hoser. Now, with the rig fading behind you, your mind races. What could have gone wrong? The island looms ahead, dark and unfamiliar. Is Renee in trouble? Or is there something on that island you didn't expect?
Have a soul lost along the way. Now there's a gaping hole. I'm used to being alone, waiting for something to come along, and
I wonder if this is not licensed. Well, yes, licensed. If this was made for the games specifically or not. Because there's been like, what, 4 tracks so far? Like, pretty fully realized?
But some nights I wake up screaming.
Oop. Oh, there has been a crash and we are now back in, I guess this is Mike's headspace where mind, body, and soul live. We're gonna come back to this in a minute. I'm gonna take the break slightly before I do that. We should take this opportunity to remind you that Black Lives Matter, that Indigenous lives and lands matter, the lives of people of color matter, that Palestinian, Ukrainian, Sudanese, Congolese, Iranian lives matter. There are many ways to stand in solidarity with your fellow travelers upon this earth, and we like to push for direct mutual aid because it helps people who are suffering right now suffer less, and people with a firm foundation under them don't need as big a lever to move the world. So on the break, I'm going to go to my social media. I'm going to go to the mutual aid hashtag and boost what needs I can there. I recommend that you have a look at mutual aid initiatives that exist in places you operate, both online and in meat space. Because the only way we get out of this is through, and the only way we get through this is together. In the meantime, maybe have a snack or drink some water or do a stretch. Whatever self-care is useful to you, I will do the same, and I will see you back here in just a little bit. Oh, damn it. It's a good thing I have the fucking Stream Deck set up, because all of my OBS stuff is on the other monitor, the one that isn't working. I'll get that fixed while I'm on break, too. Catch you in a bit. Hello, I'm back. Hello, Sophia and Fib and everyone seeing this who shouldn't be able to see it. Still haven't forgotten. Still fucking mad. I got some, lemon thingies. If you're familiar with pirouettes, the sort of tube-shaped candy called pirouettes, this is like that, but with lemon inside instead of chocolate. It's just really fucking bothersome. I'll figure some shit out. Who cares? We have a skill point to put into mind, body, or soul. We put a couple into body. Let's put a skill point into either mind or soul. Let's go with mediumship, which is the ability to receive visions. We tried to use it to open a door earlier, and it just didn't because it was like a 11 or some shit. The TV apparently has just fucked off. Don't really know what to do about that. Or actually, there's not a lot I can do about it. It was a, maybe I can try and fix it. I'll give it a shot, but I'm not an electrician and don't know much about televisions. Instead of that, I brought the spare monitor in from the other room where it hasn't been in use for a good 4 months now or so. So at the very least, I don't have to cram everything into one laptop screen. It's about time we got... No, what was your voice like? You were sort of stilted. It's about time we got a change of scenery. This isn't the island I was aiming for. Why am I here? Beats me. I'm just as clueless about this whole ordeal as I was last time. Can I go then? Yeah, sure. I'll clear the way for you so you can get out. Great, I am... Oh. So we went through an archway that, yellow opened for us, and now we're in the exact same space, only with blue. Tell me, have you ever seen trees like this? Why do you ask? It's just trees, who cares? I don't think so. Or look, I'd just like to get out of here. Why do you ask? I'm pretty sure you haven't, and still, here they are, in your subconscious. How is that possible? It's like being inside someone else's memory. Surely I've seen one in a picture or something. Maybe so. Still, it's very strange. Am I here just to look at trees? I know I am. I just can't get my head around it. I think it's time for me to go now. Sure, I'll clear the way. The archway opens again, and we walk through, and sure enough, here it is. A very similar archway, only with... Mike calls them red. I'm gonna continue saying pink. What's up? I think I'm running in circles. I was just here. Are you sure? The last time I saw you was at the train stop. I've run through that tunnel 2 times already. Yeah, maybe it's the best for you to move along. I think your boat is leaking. What? My boat's leaking? Yep, the water's already up to your ankles. No, it's not. I'm standing on solid ground. How many times do I have to spell it out for you? We're in your head right now. Your body is still in the boat, and your boat is leaking. Alright. Okay, so I had assumed that was gonna be it, but we came out to another one of the archways, and there was another figure hiding behind one of the trees, but they vanished when we got close. Swear I saw something here. The Great Merges weren't negotiations, they were feedings, and Wellcorp grew fat on the flesh of its competitors. When you come back to it, you notice the boat is leaking heavily. Water is already up to your ankles. But luckily, the island isn't far. By the time you reach the shore, half the boat is submerged, and won't be taking you back to the oil rig. William! A beachcomber with a... what the fuck do you call him? Metal detector. A visor and a... Acapulco shirt. Hey there! For a moment it looked like you wouldn't make it to shore. I came to see if you needed help. Part of the plan. I just wanted a dramatic entrance. Yeah, I see. I'm William. Welcome to Tambaga. You seen that white man with a French accent come by? I'm looking for him. I'm afraid not. I've been too busy staring at my feet, scanning the beach with this thing. I was supposed to give Renee a French accent. I probably could have assumed that, but I didn't. I'll try and remember moving forward. He proudly gestures at what appears to be a metal detector in his hand. Yeah, a thing of beauty, isn't it? The Excalibur 9000 is the best one on the market. Nerd alert. Seems like a healthy hobby. You get to spend time in nature and stay on your feet. We've been through all sorts of adventures together, me and my girl, and I'm sure there's many more to come. Hey, did you just call a metal detector your girl? I sure did. My trusted companion. I don't go anywhere without her. Yeah, I think it's best we're not associated with this guy. He is the walking definition of uncool. He's being authentically himself. I think that's pretty cool. Of course you do. I think the guy's an example of what happens when you don't get laid for long enough. I bet he sleeps with that thing. That's just mean. He's just found something he loves. Are you sure you're okay? Maybe hit your head there on the boat? You don't look so well. Time for a white lie. No need to bring up this little chat. I'm just fine, thanks. Or the voices in my head are just distracting me. I'm just fine, thanks. Okay. I think I should get back to scanning the beach. There's not too much light left. One more thing. Yeah? Who should I ask if I'm looking for a missing person? Oh, my best bet would be Nina. She seems to know about everything. Runs a hotel here. Where's the hotel? Oh, it's not far. Just walk up that ramp, and then you reach the top, go to the right. It should be easy to spot. I'll go ask her then. You do that. If there's nothing else, I'd like to get back to scanning the beach. What are you looking for out here? Oh, whatever my detector picks up, but mostly for old gold coins lying around from colonial times. I got quite a collection already. Sounds like gold coins would be worth some money. Yeah, that's what I'm collecting them for. Can I buy a coin off you? Oh, sure you can. I sell them for $100. Wow, I do not have that much. I'm already selling them for less than they're worth. I'm afraid there's no room to bargain. Understood. Right. Anything else? I think let's go visit the hotel. Some graffiti on the wall here. Some animals, but then also this one which says fuck something. I can't. Oh, fuck oil probably. Yeah, looks like. What's over here? Oh, in the old rusted chest there is a seashell. We can take the seashell out of the old rusted chest. Yes, and now we have a seashell in our journal. A fan-shaped shell with orange-brown colors and lines that spread out like sun rays. Put it against your ear. That is getting louder, isn't it? Oop. Seashell's got tones. So that's interesting. We put the seashell to our ear, and then once we came out of the area we were over here, near a churchyard. For the life of me, I don't know if that's because we listened to the seashell, because it did a hypnosis on us, or if because I like clicked over there while we were in the inventory and it just did that. The fuck was that game called? Shivers 2. An old rusted cannon. No one's shooting with this one anymore. It was a Sierra CD-ROM game. Had a bunch of full motion video in it. Both of the Shivers games are kind of bad. They're good puzzle games, but they both kind of have this problem with cultural appropriation. But Shivers 2 had a like rock and roll soundtrack because your character was a part of a band that had like come to small town to do a show. and like the the actual rock music was very good, but the song lyrics were all kind of wonky because they were also puzzle hints, so they had to sort of fit into that thing. Hot dogs. There's a hot dog stand. We step up to the hot dog stand, but no one's behind the counter. The smell of sausages lingers in the air as though someone was just here. Hello? A man rises from beyond the counter, adjusting his sunglasses. He gives you a wide smile. Ooh. You're not given a name currently. Massive over-ear headphones. A green shirt with a green M on it. And the kind of tattoos that I associate with the word tribal, even though I do not believe they come from any particular tribe of anything. Oh, man, I must have dozed off. Maybe I had too much hot dog water. What can I get you? I'm looking for a moody French guy. You seen anyone of the sort? I haven't seen much of anyone today, Frenchman or otherwise. But it's not going so strong then? Yeah, I don't know what's up with the locals, but they don't seem all that into hot dogs. Good thing I've got other hustles going on, otherwise I'd be up the creek. What other hustles? I mix music, man. I've been working on this local group on some rap stuff. I'm telling you, we got some gnarly stuff cooking. Sure, can I get a hot dog? Well, let's see. Ah, damn, you know what? I must have eaten the last one. Sorry, man. There's no way to run a business. I know, man. I know. I got hungry, you know? That's great. I'm off. We didn't even give you a name. You did almost say gang instead of group. What's this graffiti over here? You can't make out what the graffiti says. I mean, I disagree. It pretty clearly says either SUW or SLIW. I just don't know what that means. I can make out what it says, but not what it means. The door is boarded up. It says a lot about the state of the town. Do we want to go to the churchyard? There's a beat-up delivery van parked slightly crooked along the curb. Nothing unusual, at least on the outside. Let's peek inside and see if there's anything unusual inside. You look inside the van through a window. It's full of metal scrap, a bike frame, some rusted tools, and what might once have been part of a washing machine. Alright. Good to know if we ever have call. Buddy, here's another piece of graffiti over here. A graffiti depicting a seagull engulfed in oil. An act of visual protest or merely aesthetic expression? I don't know, I think we're gonna have to take this completely aesthetic, completely non-political image of a seagull covered in oil and compare and contrast with the fuck oil graffiti that we found on the beach. I think maybe there is some messaging at play. I wonder if this game is political. A foul smell surrounds the trash. Maybe there's a problem with the waste management. Another door boarded shut. Well, we're supposed to be going to the hotel, but I want to walk around and see what other things are around. When the ghost came, they didn't scream, they just stared. We walked into the church, which is a big one-room church, like you have, just rows of pews, to the left and right, surrounding a central aisle, pulpit at the end, altar behind the pulpit. On the lectern, there's an old Bible with a single bookmark sticking out from between the pages. Open the Bible to where the bookmark is. This is something I actually really like doing in real life. Whenever I see some random person with just a Bible verse, like not the Bible verse itself, but like this like Matthew chapter and verse without any text next to it. I always like bringing up my Bible app and checking to see what verse that is, to see what it is that they're actually trying to say with their messaging. Open the Bible to where the bookmark is. You open the book from where the bookmark is. One of the verses is underlined. It reads, "From the blue, purple, and scarlet yarn they made specially woven garments for ministry in the sanctuary, as well as the holy garments for Aaron, just as the Lord," capitalized, "had commanded Moses." We can use our book smarts to try and reason why this verse would be underlined. Ooh, hey, got there. The different colored horses mentioned in the horses? Yarn. Yarn, bud. The blue, purple, and scarlet yarn. The different colored horses mentioned in the text could just be a code of some sort, or then again, it could just be a meaningful verse for the owner of the Bible. There's a staircase leading down to the Undercroft? Is that what you call that? Oh, cellar, with a bunch of barrels. As you descend into the cellar, the same chill runs down your spine as when walking through the churchyard. Damn creepy cellars. As you descend into the cellar, the same chill runs down your spine. We can use our vibes introspection. And hey, it's as if something here is calling you. Strange. There's something wrong with this place for sure. Yeah, let's snoop around, shall we? All the bottles in the wine racks seem to be empty. Well, let's have a look at the barrels then. There's a squeak noise as we turn the taps. But nothing's coming out, so apparently the barrels are all empty as well. You grab on the handle of the farthest barrel on the left and start to twist it, but it won't budge. We can use our strength to put some muscle into it, but I want to check the rest of the things first. Squeaky. Squeaky. It's not necessary for me to try all of them, but I'm going to anyway. Like, 6 is a better than 50-50 shot. How long is it going to take to get to our next experience level? Like, one more thing of experience. Let's back off of that then. And come back here in just a bit. We'll do something. We'll get exactly one experience point. We'll put it into strength, and then we'll come back down here to make those odds just a little bit better. There's a person over here in the churchyard. Ooh. It is almost certainly the priest of the church, and love. Here's the thing about us is that we have a sort of weakness for dudes with big dangly earrings because of the sort of like this is part of a much longer screed about the way that people are the way that gender is demanded to be performed, but it's like guys aren't supposed to like earrings like this, right? If you're a guy with an earring, it's probably like a stud or maybe a gauge. Anyway. I'm on a break at the moment. If you're in need of counsel or anything of the sort, you can find me later at the church. On a break from what? From the Lord's work. You can only listen to people's problems for so long before you start losing your mind. I can only imagine. It's unbelievable the kind of issues people come to me with. Like, my cat can't eat gluten, and you can't even find gluten-free cat food around here. Like, seriously? I mean, it's good they have someone to talk to about their problems. I suppose. Sometimes it makes you wonder who's counseling the counselor. How long have you been a priest here? It's been just about 3 years now, I believe. Got called in on short notice when the last priest up and disappeared. I've been here ever since. You planning on staying? Every time we make a decision, there's that noise that sounds like the apprehension engine. But, are you planning on staying? I never did, really. The years just slipped by without me noticing. Between you and me, something feels off about this church. I just can't put my finger on it. I wouldn't want to spend the rest of my days here. Okay. I've got a question about something else though. I'm trying to have a break. No, it's urgent. I'm looking for someone. Maybe you could help? Fine, then. What do they look like? That's a white man speaking with a French accent who wears glasses. I haven't seen anyone who looks like that around, I'm sorry. I'd go ask from the hotel. That's where most people end up. Alright, I'm out. Ooh, another seashell hidden in the wheelbarrow. There is, here at the edge of the churchyard, a crashed plane. An old light aircraft is lodged high in the tree, its rusted frame splitting the trunk in two. Vines and moss have claimed the wreck. It's been here a long time. Sure, let's just go to the hotel then. Posters line the streets. Trust in progress, trust in the contract, trust in us. The warm glow of sunset gives way to the lobby's dim, yellowed lamps, casting long shadows across the worn floor. The air is cooler here, still and quiet, carrying the faint sense of dust and old wood. This is the place the man at the beach. Now, what was his name? William. William talked about. Let's find the owner. I forgot her name too. Nina. Yes, Nina. I bet that's her at the reception. Forget the responsibilities. Bar first. Everything else later. There's plenty of time to indulge in the fun stuff. I say it's better you stay on track. You're working, remember? How about we celebrate after we've handled our obligations? Bullshit. So here's the thing. Half of the menu is scratched out. There's a dog over here. The dog stares up to you, its tongue sticked out. Paw? The dog sits still and wags its tail. Nice to meet you. I'm Mike. The dog wags its tail. You are adorable. Yes, you are. The dog barks happily at you. Leave. And here we have Nina. In a very hotel-looking outfit. The yellow vest with white long-sleeve undershirt and a sort of floppy tie. That's a new face. What can I do for you? Being the hotel clerk, I bet she sees a lot of people come and go. Staying on her good side might help us find Renee. Being nice to people is worth it nonetheless. She's pretty. Everything all right? You Nina by any chance? I am. Who's asking? I'm Mike. Nice to meet you. Yeah, it's nice to meet you too. What can I do for you? Uh, I'm looking for someone. Maybe you could help. Or just straight to, can I get your number? Or a guy at the beach told me you know things, whatever that means. Uh, I'm looking for someone. Maybe you can help. A friend of yours? Or... Yeah, I see. A lot of people coming here don't want to be found. Are you sure he wants to be found? Uh, he came to this island to get some supplies, but he didn't come back, so I came looking for him. Came from where? There's a fair bit of distance between this island and the next habited area. Tell her everything that's happened so far. You tell her about the oil rig, the broken aircraft, and Renee. She listens carefully. Oh, you've had quite a day, it seems. Be honest, I didn't take you for a mercenary when you walked in. Aren't you a bit young for that kind of work? It's good to start early. If you say so. What does the man look like? He's white. He's white, a bit taller than me, or wears glasses, or like a wreck of a human being. Okay, how about this? You do something for me, and I'll help you find this guy. Deal? You know what? Sure. Our gardener, who's supposed to be working tomorrow, is fairly drunk in the bar and won't leave. Could you try convincing him to go home? Consider it done. Thanks, you're the best. I'm pretty sure he's still nodding by the bar counter where I left him. Before I go, I've got a question for you. Sure? Can I ask you about the island? You can ask. Let's see if I'll be able to answer. Is the island always this quiet, apart from the apprehension engine noise that I really need to go fix? I'm afraid it is, nowadays anyway. Lots of people have moved away lately. Why's that? It's just gotten harder and harder to get by. I don't blame them, really. The possibilities are quite limited, you know. You thought of leaving? My life is here. I'll stick it out to the bitter end if it comes to that. That said, I still believe things will turn around. While there's life, there's hope, you know? I think the people here are lucky to have someone like you carrying the torch. Thanks for saying that, it really means a lot. Anything else you wanted to ask me? About the man in the bar. Yeah? Oh, I'm still working on it. I'll do that and then come back. Okay, here's the thing. That noise is just going to continue. So I think I need to go down and actually fuck around with the barrel so that will stop. I think that is the thing that will make the hey, we're in the scary place noise stop. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Oh, hey, the priest is back in here. You're apparently called Thomas. Oh shit, I didn't expect you to have more dialogue even though I clicked on you. You asked me about the man speaking with the French accent earlier. The damn guy robbed me. Really? Are you sure it was him? White, a bit taller than you, speaks with a French accent? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the same guy. Oh, damn. They already took him away. Who's they? The gang. I think they call themselves private security providers or something, but it's really just a gang. Where'd they take him? No idea. To be honest, I don't want to know. I try to avoid dealing with them as much as I can. Where's the gang base? They reside at the housing block in the basement of an old apartment house. Is it safe to just walk in there? For you, it might not be because they don't know you. They're a bunch of kids on a power trip, really. You didn't hear that from me, okay? Okay, I've got a question about something else. What did he steal from here? The wine. It's all gone. I'm sorry to hear that. Basic human decency. Well done. The wine. Anything but the wine. Can't you get more from the bar or something? I'm the priest, you know. If I go out and buy a whole stockpile of wine, what are the people going to think? Oh, the priest drank all the wine from the church and is here to restock. No, I have an image to maintain after all. Now this guy gets it. You can't let yourself look like a total disaster in the eyes of other people. Being a priest isn't as easy as people think. There are certain expectations about how we're supposed to behave. Yeah, I've had my share of those kinds of expectations. What is it you do, then? Or should I say, what are you expected to do? A mercenary? A mercenary, really? Really? I've never met a mercenary in person, even though I keep hearing about them. What have you heard? Not good things, I'm afraid. People aren't exactly keen on mercenaries around here. Uh, the oh, how come is a question that is pretty easily answered, but Thomas has it anyway. Violence, thievery, and intimidation. They spread quite a bit of havoc here back in the day, or so I've heard. I am. I'm not like that, though. That's good and all, but people around here might not take your word for it. Thanks for the heads up. I'll be off. I'm just gonna go ahead and click grab the handle, it won't budge. Let's just roll the strength check. Which we easily overcame. I should have just done this in the first place. You put some muscle into it, and with the creak, the handle turns. There's a click from inside the barrel, and the front opens, revealing a hidden compartment. Oh, another whole bottle of pills. We just have those now. I'm gonna have to go to sleep. Good night and thanks for streaming. Yeah, I'm about to save and quit this myself. Thanks for being here. I don't know. I think it is interesting. It is obviously pulling a lot from Disco Elysium. I want to see where it goes. So I'm definitely going to play more of it on Friday, probably. But yeah, that's that. I'm gonna just cut the stream here and do a little cleanup and go get some sleep. I'm September, the Free Association. Next stream is gonna be more of this on Friday. I don't know what to say. It fucking sucks. It continues to suck, and we're just gonna do our best about it, because what are the alternatives? We want out, but we can't do it on our own. So, love you. Keep yourself safe. Find something to do and do it. I'll see you later.